You asked for me. Here I am.
You want to help me?
Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful.
What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not. Wait for it. We're on the brink of war. I can't trust anyone.
Hello, my name is Michael Morley, and I'm here to review Captain America: Brave New World. Directed by Julius Onah, starring Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford. Now, this is the continuation of Captain America. This is the first time we are seeing Anthony Mackie in his own iteration as Captain America in the 4th installment. And I've got to say, he's great. Anthony Mackie, he plays Sam, who was the Falcon. Now he is Captain America. This is what I like about Sam. He isn't like Steve Rogers. He doesn't have the super serum inside him. He is a human being. So when he fights, he feels pain. He feels physical pain. He's like Indiana Jones. He can get hurt and badly get injured or anything. And that's what makes it so much more suspenseful, because we know that he can get really badly hurt in a very bad situation. And that's what kind of raises the stakes in this movie. For what it is, it's not bad. It is not anything like the first 3, okay? You're comparing apples and oranges if you're comparing this to Civil War and The Winter Soldier. No, it's not as good as those movies. I think it might be maybe on par with the first one, but it is good for what it is. These new characters, if you can accept these new characters that are replacements, because we got a character named War King who was in the Falcon the Winter Soldier series. He got introduced and became the new Falcon. Well, he is in this, and he has a very prominent role. At the start, I found him, I was like, oh, he's going to annoy me, but he did grow on me. His character is likable, and I did like Harrison Ford as Theodore Thunderbolt, originally played by William Hurt, who has sadly passed away, but Harrison Ford fills the void and does a good job. And there's new story elements and twists and turns with his character that I have not seen before. It was interesting to see Harrison play a character who has to kind of hide this secret. It's really hard being the president and have everyone coming at you and trying to keep and hold this secret in and not trying to let it out. That was very interesting, and I've got to say the third act of this movie is pretty epic. It's a pretty epic third act, and if you haven't seen it, if you've been living under a rock, he becomes the Red Hulk, and it is a pretty epic fight sequence with those two. And other than that, that third act is worth watching. It's a pretty cool, epic fight. There are moments where I think some of the CGI is a little bit off. It's not terrible, but you can just tell that there's a lot of background green screen going on, and it doesn't feel like they're on a real set. It feels very CGI at times. Other than that, I think Anthony Mackie is a very likable character. He is very likable as Samuel Wilson. He's very likable as Captain America. He's still Sam, but he's taken the mantle as Captain America. He's different to Steve Rogers. It's like a new iteration of James Bond with a new actor. And it's hard to accept at first, but he does grow on you. And it adds new flair to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, having him be the new Captain America. And the fact that he hasn't taken the super serum, and he still is the Falcon, like he still flies around and fights people, so he's like Falcon Captain America. He's like a mix of those two. But other than that, I think if you can just sit and watch this and see it for what it is and not compare it to the other movies that came before it, you are going to have a good time. Honestly, it's not bad compared to other Marvel movies that have come before, like Ant-Man, Quantumania, the Marvels. A lot of movies that have came before this were just not very good, and this is an improvement over those. I would say it's in that level with the Iron Man sequels, where they were just good but not great, and I would kind of put it in that level, maybe with Iron Man 3. 7 out of 10.
Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing King who...
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest? I don't want a variable out there that I can't control.
Stop!
Captain America caught without his wings.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
You don't even know what this is.
Since when were they red?
You want me? Come and get